Hello everybody, and thank you so much for watching. Today we will make this half and half poncho. As you can see, the pattern is absolutely gorgeous. I call this my half and half poncho because one half of the square is made with one pattern and the other half is made with a different pattern. You can wear your poncho turned to the side, it's very gorgeous as well. And here's my poncho from the back. And we will embellish the rest of our poncho with pretty seams, a beautiful neckline, and a few rounds to make a stunning border. I love this very colorful poncho. Please let me know what your favorite colors are and what your favorite yarns are. For this poncho, I used 4 skeins of the ice cream yarn from Lion brand. The color is called Banana Split, and I used a H8 or 5mm hook. This will give you an adult size poncho. Mine is 33 inches long, not measuring the tassels, and about 40 inches wide, not measuring the tassels. My original squares are 15 by 22 inches or 38 by 56 centimeters. Now let's start with a magic ring. Place your loose end behind the working yarn to create a loop. Go into the loop, pull the yarn through and chain 3, and that's the start of round 1. 3 chains. Then go into the circle next to the 2 pieces of yarn and make a double crochet. Go into the ring again and make another double crochet. And chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's take a look. We have 3 doubles in a chain of 3. Go into the ring again and repeat 3 more times. Make 3 doubles into the ring. 1, 2, 3, and chain 3. 3 doubles into the ring. And a chain of 3. And one last time, make 3 doubles into the ring. Now we can chain 3 and pull our ring tight and finish our round with 4 slip stitches. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain. Into the double crochet. Into the next double crochet and into the chain space, and we can start round 2. Let's start round 2 with our first corner. Chain 3 for the first double crochet and then make another double into the corner space. Chain 3 and double crochet 3 into the corner. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2 and skip to the next corner. In this corner we make 3 doubles, 3 chains and 3 doubles. 1 double, 2, and a 3rd one. Chain 3 and make 3 more doubles into the corner space. So as you can see, every corner is a little bit different. This corner we make 3 doubles, 3 chains and 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 2, skip to the next corner, and it will be a little bit different again. Make 3 doubles into that corner. 1, 2, and 3. Chain 3 and double crochet 2 into the same corner space. 1 and 2. And now we double crochet into every double of the previous round, so we make 3 double crochet into the previous 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. And here's our last corner. We make 2 doubles into that corner space. 1 and 2. Chain 3 and double crochet 2 more into the corner space. 1 and 2. And now we have 3 doubles of the previous round. The first one is the chain of 3. I go into the right loop of the 3rd chain, just the right loop. I pull it a little bit over go through it and make my double crochet into that. So it's underneath the slip stitch, then comes the double crochet, go underneath the slip stitch into that double and make a double into that, and again a double crochet underneath the slip stitch into that last double crochet. So we're kind of ignoring the slip stitches, and then we can finish the round again with a slip stitch into the third chain. This time I go into the left loop, make a slip stitch, make a slip stitch into the double and into the chain space, and we can start round 3. And as you can see, we have 2 solid sides, and the other 2 sides we will make the front post crochet. In round 3 we repeat the corners of round 2. Chain 3 and double crochet into the corner, chain 3 and double crochet 3 into the corner. So all the 4 corners stay the same. 1, 2 and 3 doubles. Chain 2, skip to the chain space in the middle and make a double crochet into that. And now we will make a front post double treble crochet, yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Go in the second of the 3 doubles below. From the front to the back and from the back to the front around the entire post. Pull the yarn behind the post, then pull through 2 loops 4 times. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now let's make another double crochet into the chain space. And we chain 2. Let's see, we have a double crochet, a front post double treble around the second double, and a double crochet and a chain of 2. Now we can skip to the next corner and we make it again the same way we did in the previous round with 3 doubles. 1, 2, 3. 3 chains and 3 doubles. 1, 2, and 3. Let's chain 2 and repeat what we did on the other side. Double crochet into the second chain space, the chain space in the middle, then yarn over 3 times. 1, 2, 3. Go into the second double, front to the back, back to the front around the post, pull behind the post, and then pull through 2 loops 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, and double crochet into the chain space into the middle again. Chain 2. So we have the 2 sides with the front post double trebles. Now here's our third corner, and we make it again the same way we did before with 3 doubles, 3 chains, and 2 doubles. 1 and 2. Now if you take a look, in the first round we made 3 doubles, then 7, and now we will make 11, so always 4 more. Double crochet into all of my doubles 7 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7, and we're in between solid sides, so our corners are 2 doubles, 1 and 2 doubles into the corner, 3 chains, and 2 more doubles into the corner space. If you can't remember, just look at the previous round and copy the corner. And again, here's a solid side, so I'm making 5 doubles into the previous 5, and that leaves the 2 doubles over that are a little more difficult to make, so I'm making 5 doubles. Now here's the chain of 3. I go into the third loop, into the right loop, underneath the slip stitch, double crochet into that, then double crochet underneath the slip stitch into the double, and finish the round slip stitch, this time into the left loop of the third chain, slip stitch into the third chain, into the double, and into the chain space, and we can start round 4. You can pull the sides out a little bit where you have the front post, so they're sitting on top of the stitches. Now please start the corner of round 4 the same way as in round 3. A chain of 3 and a double into the corner space, a chain of 3, then 3 doubles into the corner space, and a chain of 2. Go into the first chain space, make a double crochet, then yarn over 3 times and make the front post double treble around the second double below. Pull behind the post and pull through 2 loops 4 times. and make another double crochet into the first chain space. Chain 2 and repeat, go to the next chain space, make a double crochet, 3 yarn overs, and a front post double treble into the second double below. And another double crochet into the second chain space. Chain 2. And now we can make the same corner as before with 3 doubles, 3 chains and 3 doubles. Chain 2, and now we have to repeat the pattern one more time. Double crochet into the first chain space, yarn over 3 times and front post double treble around the second double below, and another double crochet into the same chain space. Chain 2, move to the next space, make the double crochet, the 3 yarn over, front post double treble around the second double below, and a double crochet into the same chain space, and chain 2. As you can see, we had 1 front post motif, now we have 2, in the next round we will have 3. Now let's make our third corner with 3 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles. And here are our solid sides. We double crochet into all of our previous doubles. Double crochet into all of the previous doubles and make the fourth corner with 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles. Crochet into all of the previous doubles, and let's finish this round together. Make a double crochet into the third chain into the right loop, underneath the slip stitch, and then into the double crochet underneath the slip stitch. Then slip stitch into the left loop of the third chain, into the double crochet, and into the chain space, and we can start round 5. We can start round 5 as usual with a chain of 3, a double crochet, a chain of 3 and 3 doubles into the first corner, and a chain of 2. Skip to the first chain space, make a double, a front post double treble around the second double below, and another double into the first chain space. Chain 2, skip to the next chain space, double crochet into the chain space, and that's where we have the front post double treble from the previous round. Yarn over 3 times, and now we have to go around that previous front post double treble, but the same way as before. Go around the entire post, pull the yarn through, then pull through 2 loops 4 times, and make another double crochet into the chain space. Chain 2, and we have 1 more space left, and we make our double again. The front post double treble around the second double below, another double into the last chain space, and then we can chain 2 and make our second corner. Now we can make our second corner with 3 doubles, 3 chains and 3 doubles. Chain 2 and go into the first space and make the double, the front post double treble around the second double, and a double into the first space, and chain 2. Double crochet into the second space and make the front post double treble around the previous front post double treble, and another double into the chain space and chain 2. Then here's our last space, the third space. We make a double, a front post double treble around the second double below, and a double crochet into the third space, and chain 2. Then we can make our third corner with 3 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles, double crochet into the previous doubles. We can make our fourth corner with 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles, double crochet into all of the doubles, into the third chain, into the double, slip stitch into the third chain, into the double and into the chain space, and we can start round 6. In round 6 we have 1, 2, 3, 4 front post double trebles. The first one and the fourth one go into the second double below, and the second one and the third one go into the previous front post double trebles. Now if your sides are a little bit like that, you can always pull up your front post double trebles and give your square a nice shape. And our poncho will come together very beautifully when we make our seams. Here's the pattern after round 6. And you can use it and expand your square until you have 15 rounds. Please crochet 4 squares with 15 rounds. Now let's make the seams. Pick 3 squares that are going to be the front of your poncho and place them right side up so you can see the pattern. Now place the first square so the front posts face to the right. Place the second square so the front posts face to the left. And place the third square so the front posts face to the right again. Now we can turn our squares over to the wrong side so we can make the seam. Remember to swap the 2 squares on the top with each other so they remain in the correct order. Then turn your third square over so now all the front posts face the other way. We'll start at the corners. Crochet down the 2 front post sides, around the neckline, down the 2 double crochet sides and around the other 2 corners. Make a slip knot and put it on your hook. Remember, all pieces are wrong side up. Now put the 2 corners together so the right sides face each other on the inside. Single crochet around both corner spaces and then slip stitch front loops and back loops together. Here's the front loop of the double, behind it is the back loop. Go into the front loop of the first double and then go into the back loop. Here's the front loop, behind it is the back loop. Go into the back loop of the first double on the second piece. Front loop, back loop, slip stitch, and one more time. Front loop, back loop, and slip stitch. Those are our 3 doubles. Now go around both of the chain spaces and make a single crochet around the chain spaces. And now we can make 3 slip stitches again into the front loops and back loops. Front loop, back loop, slip stitch, and 2 more times front loop, back loop, slip stitch, and front loop, back loop, slip stitch, and 1 single crochet around the chains. Now we can crochet our 2 sides together. And I will show you in a minute how to crochet the neckline. Here's the wrong side, and here's the right side. When you get to the neckline, slip stitch the last 2 doubles together, and here are our 2 corner spaces. Make 2 single crochet around the 2 corner spaces, 1 and 2. Put the top piece aside and grab our third square. Also face it wrong side up, but then put the corners together so the right sides face each other inside. And crochet 2 single crochet around both of the corner spaces, 1 and 2. So have 2 singles on both of the corners. Those 2 sides are much easier because all we have is double crochet. So we're slip stitching the front loops and back loops together of every double crochet. I will do a few so we can see the wrong side and the right side. So here's the wrong side. When you turn it over, this is how the right side looks. When you get to the end, there's 2 more chain spaces left that we have to crochet together. Make 2 single crochet around both chain spaces, 1 and 2. Now we can attach the 4th square. Place your poncho right side up, and then we can fold the 2 shoulder pieces over to the middle. Fold it over to the middle, so those 2 pieces are wrong side up now. Then place your 4th square wrong side up so the front post sides match up, they're next to each other, and the solid double crochet sides match up, they're next to each other. Then repeat the same stitches as before. Start in the corner, down the sides, around the neckline, down the other side, and into the second corner. Now let's make a border around our poncho. We'll start in the back with 4 rounds of double crochet. So here's the back of the poncho, everything is right side up, and I will start in the corner. We have a little bit of a different corner. Make 2 doubles, 1 and 2, chain 3, and double crochet 2 into the corner space, 1 and 2. Then double crochet into all of the previous doubles until you get to the first seam. When we get to the first seam, we can make 2 doubles into the first chain space, 1 and 2, skip over the seam and go into the second chain space and make 2 doubles, 1 and 2, and then continue with doubles into all of the previous doubles until we get to the next seam. Once we get to the second seam, repeat the same pattern, make 2 doubles into the right and 2 doubles into the left chain space. And now we double crochet into all of our doubles, so we have 3 doubles here. We make 3 doubles into those, 1, 2, 3, then 1 double into the chain space, 3 doubles into the previous 3 stitches, 1, 2, and 3, and 1 double into the chain space. Finish the first side with 3 doubles into the previous 3 doubles, then make 2 doubles, 3 chains and 2 doubles into the second corner and crochet along the second side until you get to the next seam. And we make 2 doubles into the right space, 2 doubles into the left space, and continue with 3 doubles into the previous 3 stitches and 1 double into each of the chain spaces. Here's our second seam. Again, I make 2 doubles into the right space, 2 doubles into the left space. I have 3 doubles into all of the previous 3 stitches. Over here the same way, 3 doubles, and then 1 double into each of the chain spaces. And we can finish this round. 3 doubles again, 1, 2, 3, and then slip stitch into the first double, into the second double, and into the chain space, and we can start a new round again with a chain of 3, double, a chain of 3, and 2 doubles into the first space. Now it's really easy. We double crochet into all of the previous doubles until we get to the corner. Now before you start round 2, you can double check yourself if you like. There should be 189 double crochet on the left and on the right side of the poncho. Let's continue with the second corner of round 2. Let's make 2 doubles, 3 chains, and 2 doubles. We can finish the round, 2 doubles into the previous doubles. Remember to go underneath the slip stitch, then slip stitch into the third chain, into the double, and into the chain space, and start a new round again with a chain of 3, a double, a chain of 3, and 2 doubles, and make double crochet. Make 2 doubles, 3 chains, and 2 doubles into the second corner, and then repeat the pattern one more time for round 4. The first corner, double crochet on the sides, and the second corner. Now let's add the 3 final rounds to our poncho and some tassels. After the 4th round, instead of slip stitching into the chain space, slip stitch into the front loop of the first chain, and we will make 3 slip stitches into all of the chains. So go into the next chain, the second chain, also make a slip stitch, and then here's the third chain. Make a slip stitch into the chain, and now we can start a new round. Chain 3 for double crochet, 1, 2, 3, and then make 7 more double crochet into the next 7 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So together with the chain of 3 we have 8 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now chain 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Skip 5 doubles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and into the 6th double start making 8 double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and we can repeat chain 9, skip 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and starting in the 6th double crochet, make your 8 doubles. So in this round we make 8 double crochet, chain 9, and skip 5. And I will see you in the corner and show you how we make our second corner. When we get to the corner, we have 7 double crochet, but we need 8. So let's continue and make the 8 double crochet into the corner space. Now we have our 8 doubles on this side. Now we can chain 9, make our first out of the 8 doubles into the corner space, and then double crochet 7 into the previous 7 doubles. So we have our 8 doubles on this side, and you can double check yourself. There should be 15 chain spaces on each side plus the 2 corner spaces. And then continue on the second side, chain 9, skip 5, and double crochet 8. And we can finish the round with 8 doubles again. 5 go into the previous 5. The 6th one goes into the 3rd chain below the slip stitch into the right chain. The 7th one goes below the slip stitch into the double, and the 8th one goes into the chain space. And we can chain 9. Let's finish this round. Slip stitch into the 3rd chain. And now we can start a new round, and we don't make a slip stitch or anything, just single crochet into the next double crochet. And if you like, you can put a marker into those 2 loops of the single crochet to remember where it is. We need to make 6 singles. We already made 1, 2 singles, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1. So the first double and the last double stay empty. Now let's make 13 double crochet into the chain space of 9. And here I have my 13th double crochet, chain 1. So we chain 1 before we start the 13 doubles, and after we have the 13 double crochet. Now we can repeat, skip the first double, and into the next 6 doubles make you 6 single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Chain 1, skip the last double crochet, and start with your pattern again and make 13 double crochet into all of the chain spaces. So we have 13 doubles, chain 1, skip 1, 6 single crochet into the previous 6 doubles, chain 1, skip 1, and start the 13 doubles into the chain spaces again. Repeat the pattern at the corner, chain 1, skip 1, single crochet 6, chain 1, skip 1, make 13 doubles into the corner space, chain 1, skip 1, 6 singles, chain 1, skip 1, and 13 doubles into the chain space. I made my last 13 doubles into the last chain space, the corner chain space. Let's finish the round. Chain 1, here are our 6 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, slip stitch into the first out of the 6. And then we can start round 7, single crochet 4 into the next 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're leaving our first and last single crochet empty again. Now chain 1 and go into the first double, make a double crochet, then chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and go into those 2 pieces of yarn of the double crochet and make a slip stitch. And repeat, skip the second double, make a double crochet into the 3rd double, chain 3, and a slip stitch picot into the double. And one more time, skip the 4th double and make a double crochet, 3 chain, slip stitch picot into the 5th double. Then don't skip any doubles and make a double crochet into the 6th double crochet below. Chain 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip the 7th double, and now we can do everything in reverse. Make a double crochet into the 8th double. Then don't skip any doubles and double crochet into the 9th double and make the 3 chain slip stitch picot into that double crochet. Skip the 10th double and again make the double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 11th double, and then we have one more left. Skip over the 12th double, and here's our last double crochet, the 13th double, and we can make the double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot into that and chain 1. This is how our first sequence looks. Now let's repeat it one more time. Skip the first single crochet and make 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Chain 1, make the double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot in the first double, skip 1 double and make the double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 3rd double, skip 1 and repeat one more time, double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 5th double, double crochet into the 6th double, chain 5, skip the 7th double and double crochet into the 8th double. Into the 9th double, make your double crochet, 3 chain, slip stitch picot again. Skip 1, make your double crochet, 3 chain, slip stitch picot into the 11th double. Skip 1 and one more time into the 13th double, double crochet, 3 chain, slip stitch picot, and chain 1. Now we can repeat that sequence all the way around. Skip the first single crochet and make 4 singles, chain 1 and skip the last single crochet. Then make a double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot into the first double, into the 3rd double, and into the 5th double. Double crochet into the 6th double, chain 5 and double crochet into the 8th double. Make the double crochet, 3 chain slip stitch picot into the 9th double, into the 11th double, and into the 13th double, and chain 1. When you get to the corner, you can repeat exactly the same stitches into those 13 double crochet, and as you can see, I already have a picture here where I put the tassels. Crochet your pattern into the last corner. Don't forget to chain 1 at the end. Then you can slip stitch into the first out of the 4 single crochet and sew on your loose end. And now all we have left to do on the bottom of our poncho is to make the tassels. I cut my strands of yarn about 13.5 inches and I use 6 of them at a time. Then I take my 6 strands, fold them in half, and I have a bigger hook, and I pull them through from the right side to the wrong side and then through the loop. And I leave the color combinations totally up to you, whatever you think looks nice. And I put my tassels into all of the chain spaces. And now let's make 2 final rounds around our neckline. Here's my neckline, the punch is right side up. Look at your chain space and then start counting any number of uneven double crochet. I will start in the 33rd double crochet. So here's my 33rd double crochet counted from the chain space. I will make single crochet in all of the double crochet until I get to the chain space in the middle. When we get to the middle, single crochet 1 into the right chain space, then go underneath the chain that we made into the corner of the square, right under the chain, grab the entire chain and make a single crochet around that, and single crochet 1 into the left chain space. Now we have 3 doubles, make 3 singles into those. 1, 2, 3, and 1 single into the chain space. 3 singles into the previous 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 1 single crochet into the chain space. Repeat the pattern until you get to the next seam. Then on the other side, we repeat the same pattern, single crochet into the first chain space, around the chain, the corner chain, and into the second chain space, and single crochet into all of the doubles until the end of the round. Now in the last round, you either can switch your color or continue with your color. If you want to continue with the same color, make a slip stitch into the first single crochet, chain 1 and single crochet into the first single again. Or you can make your last round in a contrasting color, make your last single crochet, cut your yarn and pull it out of the loop, and we will make an invisible join. Thread a needle, and then skip over the first single crochet, go into the second single crochet through the front and through the back loop, and then tap down into the last single crochet you made into this round to the back loop, and that little back bump is right underneath there, and then you can sew in your loose end. I like to sew it in towards the left, so now I have 3 pieces of yarn on that stitch going to the next stitch. Now we can start our last round with a new color, and to match up with the people who are still on the same color, I will count to the 33rd stitch and make a single crochet into the 33rd stitch. And now we're matched up again. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, go into those 2 pieces of yarn of the single crochet, pull through both of the pieces of yarn and then through 2. Then skip 1 stitch, single crochet into the next single, chain 3, and make the single crochet picot. So we're making a single crochet picot in this last round. Skip 1, single crochet, chain 3, and make a single crochet picot. Make the picots until you get to the single crochet that we crocheted into the chain space. Pull a loop through the single in the first chain space, pull a loop through the next single, and pull a loop through the single in the second chain space. We have 4 loops. Pull through all 4 loops and continue. Here's the single we made into the first double. Make your single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot sequence, starting where that single is that we made into the first double. Skip 1, single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and skip 1. When we get to the next inside corner, we can single crochet 3 together again. The one we made into the chain space, the one we made into the corner, and the one we made into the second chain space. We have 4 loops. Pull through 4 loops and then restart your pattern with the first single that we made into the first double. Make the single crochet, 3 chain, single crochet picot, and skip 1 and repeat the pattern. Let's finish the last round. We have 1 single to skip, and we can cut our yarn, pull it out of the last single crochet and thread a needle. Then I skip over that first single and I go through that space right here behind that single crochet, then tap down into the last single crochet through the back loop and that little back bump. Hope you can see that. When I sew in my loose end towards the left again, and I have to clean up and sew in all my loose ends now. I hope you liked making this poncho as much as I did, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.